What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Like I told you guys, we're going to be doing some different videos during the off season, so I'm happy to share this with you guys. Today is just like a chicken recipe that I use throughout my whole prep. I'm going to show you basically the recipe I was able to use during peak week, because you kind of really like limit yourself. But other than that, other than peak week, I use this recipe for my entire prep, so it's super prep friendly. Everything I'm gonna show you guys is like super low calorie as far as the sauce and, well, the seasonings, they don't have calories. So not a whole lot to say here. We're just gonna get right into it. So I already cut up the chicken. Of course, like I cut them in like little 1-inch squares, sort of. But the smaller you cut them, the quicker it's gonna cook. So what I do first is I normally when I'm not filming, I'll put this on like a medium setting to get this warmed up, and then I take this minced garlic, and you want to put like just 2 or 3 just spoonfuls. It doesn't have to be an exact thing. And I just will let that heat up. And then while that's heating up, I'll season this. So we use black pepper, pink salt, garlic powder, which I didn't know I was really low on, and paprika. And you just want to season everything really good while the pan is heating up. See which one is empty. Now, like I mentioned before, if like during peak week, because this sauce that I'm going to show you guys after we put it in, it does have calories. Like those don't have calories, obviously. So for peak week, that would be it. That's where I would stop, because it gives you some flavor and you're not going to be adding any extra calories. Also, let me mention that I don't use the minced garlic because it does have, I think, it's 5 calories. I mean, it depends on how intense you want to be, because you have to realize this is 5 pounds of chicken here, and this is a fairly big pan. So, I mean, 5 calories, and we're going to use it twice. This might be 15 calories, so 30 calories. Then you divide it by, this will probably make 6 meals. So it's really not a lot of calories. But during peak week, you know, I'm a lot more strict, so I just don't want to chance it. So I literally just season the chicken here, and that's where you stop for peak week. But if you guys are in prep and you're looking for something that actually tastes good, because people always make fun of me saying, oh, you don't season your stuff, and it's like, wrong. I actually do, and this tastes really good, and I'm still eating it in the off season because that's how good it tastes, as opposed to, like, you know, they have these other sauces, like the sugar-free barbecue and stuff, because these are only 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. But I don't know, that is probably ends up being more calories, because you'll put on more than you think, and you're putting it on per meal, as opposed to, like, I'm spreading this over 5 pounds and then over 6 meals. So if I really sat down and did the math, it would probably only be between 5 and 10 calories, and you'll see it's a lot more seasoning. So this is already ready. It's just, you just let the pan get hot, and then we're gonna put the chicken in. I don't really do a whole lot like to mess with it right now. But you're gonna want to use a spatula with like the little holes cut in it, because when you do use the sauce, I'll show you, but when you do make the sauce and you're scooping and putting it into your containers, the reason you're gonna want to use this is because you're weighing it. So like if you're doing 8 ounces of chicken, you don't want the sauce to count as weight, because then you'll be eating less chicken, if that makes sense. So I'll show you guys, but I'll use this during cooking and then to put it in the containers, and then I'll use I'll use this at the end to spread the sauce evenly over the containers. That way it's not adding to the weight, because you want to make sure you get your protein, your 8 ounces, and then you add the sauce. Because I was messing up where I was using something like this at first, and you get to 8 ounces, but plus the sauce, you're really eating 7 or 6 ounces of chicken, which actually throws off all your macros. So, a little lesson learned there. But I don't really stir this a lot. I literally just do something like that, just to make sure it's all touching the pan. And then I'll just cover it. And I usually set the timer for 20 minutes. And then when this hits 10, I'll go ahead and season it again. I'll stir it up. We'll put more minced garlic on. And then we'll let it ride out 10 more minutes, and then we'll pour the sauce on, which I'm gonna show you how to make the sauce right here. So we'll be using, oh, there's one other thing I forgot. All right, so we're gonna make the sauce here. Normally I get coconut aminos, but I was looking at this. It's just less sodium soy sauce here. And I compared the like the macros on it, because it only has 10 calories per tablespoon. I compared the macros to this and the coconut aminos, because for some reason I could not find it for the life of me at Walmart for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and this is like main component here. But the coconut aminos is basically like, it's a soy sauce substitute pretty much, and you can't really tell the difference. But this one, being the lower sodium, it actually had, I think, just a touch more sodium than the coconut aminos, and everything else matched, so I got it. But if I was in prep, me just being me, I'm super strict, I would just go without it. But that's just me. Off season wise though, like if you really wanted to, you could just use soy sauce. I mean, because it's not gonna make that much of a difference. This is all just playing with what you guys like, how you like to taste it. I'm gonna show you how I do it, but when you guys make this recipe, I mean, feel free to add more or less and then taste it and see what you like, because this is really just the sauce that's gonna go on. There's no like formula, it's just something I played with. And before I forget, this is my girlfriend's recipe that I stole from her. And I just wanna mention that because I'm not a good cook at all, and I did eat plain chicken and rice my entire last off season in 2020 to 2021, I guess, and it was disgusting. So she showed me how to mix it up, passing the favor along to you guys. So with this one, I normally do, this is a 2 tablespoon little cup here. So I normally do 6 tablespoons of this. Then I'll use like sriracha, which has nothing in it. And I'll do 6 of these. I hate these little bottles, because they like run out so fast. Then I'm sure you've seen like several other YouTubers use sugar-free maple syrup because it's great. But if you are at Walmart, be careful, because there's one that they sell, I want to say it has 30 calories a serving, which is way more than this. This has 5 calories a serving, which a serving is 2 tablespoons. But I like using it, and it's super low calorie. So with this, I use 8 tablespoons. And like I said, like, try this, taste it, see what you think. If you want it more like spicy, you can add in, you know, whatever you guys want, because like all this is low. I mean, this has no calories. This is 10 a serving, and this is 5. So, and then like I said, we're spreading it over 5 pounds of chicken in this right here, so you're not making a difference. And then I add pepper in at the end. And this is the same thing, like I normally just put like a top coating on of it, but you can do more or less depending on how spicy you like things. And then you just mix it up. But this will go on at the very end, after the 20 minutes of cooking. That's it. So we're gonna let this cook. And when it hits the 10 minute, the halfway, I'll show you guys how I season it the second time around. We're already halfway done, so I just figured I would say it and you can keep it if you want. All right, so we're halfway through, 10 minutes. I'm literally just repeating what I did before. And it's the same with the seasoning, guys. Like, you can put more or less salt or pepper, like, you know, play with it. I mean, I just like to like smother it, I guess, because it is over 5 pounds. So when you stir it up and everything, like, and it distributes, it's not as much as you think. But if you want more or you want less, just adjust to what you like. I'm just gonna stir this, and then really we're just gonna wait the other 10 minutes. And then we'll put the sauce on. And we'll probably go like 5 to 10-ish minutes in the sauce.
What's up, guys? I'm Travell, one of Mike's video editors in the editing studio, and we lost audio in the final stretch of the video. So I'll be narrating the rest of this video on Mike's awesome chicken recipe. Let's get back to it. So the 20 minutes are up and the chicken is now fully cooked, and Mike is going to pour in the sauce that he made earlier and just stir it up really well, making sure that the sauce hits every piece of chicken, since it is 5 pounds of chicken. And then we get a nice clean slow-mo of the final product looking really good. And then for the meal prep process, you have Mike dumping the chicken into different containers. And as you can see, he is carefully making sure not to grab any of the juice and using the food scale to get it to about roughly 0.8. Then he uses a spoon to then scoop up some of the sauce and then dump it into the container as well. And that way the chicken to juice ratio is pretty consistent across the board, where he's not getting a whole bunch of chunks of chicken one day and a whole bunch of chicken juice another. And there you have it, Mike's awesome chicken recipe that is great for meal prepping, and one that he used consistently in his past 2 competitions. Definitely do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and the alert button so you can get notified when we pull out more content. Mike's sitting around 650 subscribers. Definitely want to get that up to 700. And if you want to see more content like this, please let us know, because it's not just about going into the gym and busting it for an hour every single day. It's a lifestyle. So if you want to see more of those lifestyle content on food recipes, dieting, and things of that nature, definitely let us know. We'll love to get your feedbacks in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.